manage your expectations. Now, have we got a show for you? That remains to be seen. I'll tell you what we do have. Go wild and crazy. I'll bring them all out at the same time. We've got John Richardson, Rob Beckett, Judy Love, Catherine Parkinson, Susie Dent, Rachel Riley. Oh, yeah. Spoiler alert, John wins. OK, everyone, we're ready to go. Let's do this. Welcome to 8 out of 10 Cats Does Countdown, a show all about letters, numbers and conundrums. OK, let's meet tonight's players. First up, we've got team captain John Richardson.
Big dog daddy, that's what I'm talking about.
Well, one of those words is factually correct.
Really?
Yeah, and it's not big or dog.
You've got to hand it to John, because he's so small, he can't reach it by himself.
People meet me and they genuinely think I'm about 3'2".
And John's teammate, Judy Love.
Thank you.
Judy once went to a concert to see her favourite band, Blue, and got so excited that she threw her bra on stage, killing all four of them.
Who's your favourite member of Blue? I love Blue.
I think it was Simon.
Yeah.
Simon was lovely, but
Yeah.
the bra was, yeah, it did. It was like a tent. Like, one love, it was just like, yeah.
Up against them this evening, we've got team captain Rob Beckett. We do a lot of jokes about Rob's teeth, but to be serious for a second, if you are feeding him, remember flat palm and let him come to you.
They're great teeth.
Thanks.
Are they veneers or they're your own teeth? Because they're good teeth.
Who would get that done?
Sorry,
They are big, aren't they?
No, they're not.
And when I laugh,
like...
it looks like they're running out.
Joining Rob tonight, it's Catherine Parkinson. Catherine is an actress in her 40s, so there's still lots of parts for her on television. Whether she wants to play a divorced mother of 5, an ageing spinster, or a kindly grandmother, there's all kinds of opportunities.
I'm only just in my 40s. I'm nearly out of my 40s, but so thank you. I'll take it.
John, now, you recently you voiced Grouchy Smurf in the Smurfs movie. How did you get that role? Why were you cast, do you think?
Well, I think Fanny Smasher Smurf had already been cast.
It's in the deleted scenes, but it's well worth checking out.
Yeah. If you nip out to the toilet, there's a chance you missed my entire input to the film. Technically, I was in a film with Rihanna, and she doesn't know who the hell I am. You've done a film, haven't you? You're like a bird that commentates on films.
Yes.
And you're in Cinderella, which we love.
Yes, I was in Cinderella, but
Really? Doing what?
acting.
Yeah, but... What part in Cinderella?
I was the pervert trying to get off with her.
It's good they let you keep the glasses, though.
Can I
Go on.
tell you that, I mean, part of the reason we watched that is because my husband originally had that part, but they had him in his costume and he did a scene and they thought he looked too pervy.
So they got someone who looks pervy.
I think, though, Camilla Cabello looked very young as Cinderella.
She looked very young, and my husband is, yes, my age.
And a convicted pervert.
OK. Judy, what would be your perfect day off?
I think it'd be at home, not having to do any kind of maths or work with numbers and words and shit like this. I don't want to cook. I don't want to talk to no one. I don't want to do anything.
I'll be honest,
You
get bored
asked
of
me,
it.
what? Who said I'd get bored? I've got kids.
When you say you've got kids, how many kids you got?
2. Yeah,
Not
2.
kids, how old are they, Judy? One's 20.
Yeah, but I
That
think...
don't count. You're not on the front line of a 3-year-old.
Rob, you got a mascot?
Yes, I do. I have got a mascot, actually. So one of my favourite pastimes, little hobby of mine, is tripping up children. When you've got kids, you're at a lot of parties, soft plays, and there's always a couple of idiot kids that are being mean to your kids. So as they're sprinting past, being allowed a little leg out, just to catch them on the run. And
Ever do it to your own child, or...?
no,
don't know.
But no, I don't just do it to all. If it's just, you know, I'm getting older, kids are getting younger and quicker and stuff like that. So what I've got is I've had some special shoes made to help me with the tripping up, because it can get difficult. So I've got these. They're only a prototype. I think they're going to take off.
Can we see these out here? I'd like to see these.
Yeah, so like obviously I've got them to look like normal shoes so people don't notice.
Yeah, no, I mean...
But I'll come round and show you what... Oh.
I don't know if you... It's not really that...
What's that? What's that, mate?
No, I don't think...
What?
Well, you can tell when you know.
They're cool. They're
They're
really
nice,
cool.
aren't they?
Yeah.
I think they
So
might
they
catch
just
on.
it's like a classic pair of sort of lace-up trainers. Say you're at a party, you just sat down having a chat. You're having a drink, kid run past you in a coffee shop. Fuck off! And then you're this easy to go, twat!
Can you run in those?
What's that?
Can you...
I'm not chasing kids.
You look like someone who chases kids, if I'm honest.
Oh, nice rhythm.
That was close, though. He nearly went.
But yeah, so if you want a pair, let me know. I'm going to start a crowdfunder. It's quite a long one.
Rob Beckett, everyone. It's got massive shoes.
Sort of...
Catherine, Catherine, have you got a mascot?
Yeah, but it's nothing like that. I mean, you've created yours. Have you made those yourself?
Yeah, absolutely.
Or... That's... I mean,
Absolutely.
this is shop bought, what I've got. And it's just to relieve tension in the drawer. But when I first got it, I did... I used it this way for quite a while until somebody told me it was actually this way.
What do
And
you...
you do it, put it... Oh, my
Nice.
God.
Oh,
my God.
What is going on there?
It looks good. Oh.
That is very briefly like the same work that I've had done.
It'll have bits of my dead skin on it now, but...
Not a problem.
Go ahead.
Nice, isn't it?
It's nice, isn't it?
It doesn't look great.
No.
Someone is going to Photoshop something in there, Rob.
As it pushes back, it unlocks the
It
jaw.
does, it does.
Because they're white as well, it looks like your teeth are sort of escaping. Just going to pull them back.
Judy, have you got a mascot?
I have, because when I come on the show, I get a bit nervous. I'm always worried about, like, what's going to be the end result. But because of that, I thought, let me just relax myself. I've got my crystal ball, so I can get predictions.
Oh.
Yeah. I can see things, like, now I can see this gorgeous, gorgeous woman, very, very... Oh, God, look at her. Just hot. Oh, sorry, that's me. Sorry. But I can see lots of little things. I can see John at home by himself arguing with a thermostat.
I'm not paying these prices. I put a cardi on.
Yeah, yeah. Susie, I can see Susie in the afterlife having a conversation. Well, actually, pulling up God because he said Pacific instead of specific. Have a break, girl. Have a break.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean? So yeah, I can
Hang on.
see.
Susie's dead in that.
Yeah, but she's
You
not.
buried the lead on that. How did she die?
She doesn't die by being tripped up, does she?
But what I mainly can predict is that we're going to win. The silence, that was killing.
Poor Susie, let's enjoy it while we got it. OK, John, have you got a mascot?
Yes, well, it's a business venture, really, Jimmy.
Oh.
So I've gone into music, tribute bands, a lot of coining tributes. So I found this guy who does Elvis, first of all. He was my first act, but he was a bit... Well, he was shit. So people would ask who he was. So we had to rename him Elvish. So sometimes you want to update an act while you're doing the tribute. So I've got a modern Johnny Cash called Johnny Contactless. I sort of brought all the songs up into the modern age. It's got a song about Dodgy Market called Ring of Fire Sticks. I've got a one-man Led Zeppelin, because I can't afford all of them, so that's Les Zeppelin. I've got loads of these. I've got a one-man Iron Maiden, Brian Maiden. I've got as many of these as you want. One man take that, Jake that. And then I saw the Oasis gigs, and I thought, well, there's got to be coin in that. I thought one thing that puts people off going to the Oasis gigs, I think there's a bit of a reputation for being quite laddie and quite unpleasant, or piss throwing and all that. So I thought, how do you change that? Well, the music speaks for itself, so you just make it less laddie and less toxic. So I've got a tribute band called Oasisters. And I'm delighted to say, making their TV debut, I've brought them along tonight. So, ladies and gentlemen, Oasisters are here in the building.
You what? The only key that I need is the one that I'm going to scrape down your fucking car.
You know, you are a woman with a soup spoon in a world full of steak.
I've had a fucking enough of this. I'm fucking off. You easel in cardigan wearing little swat. You better pay us what you owe.
Yeah, I agree with her, actually, and I've got big hands.
And over in Dictionary Corner, please welcome Spencer Jones.
All right.
Well, Spencer, good to have you back. What have you been up to recently?
I've been, everyone's got a dodgy offie that they go to. But what I like to do, when I go to the dodgy offie, give the boys the red stripe, empty the bag, put the bag on your head like that, put that round that ear like that, and then rat and like that, and then...
You might get signed by John.
I'll take it. You want some more?
Yeah!
I'll show you the best thing I came up with in lockdown. All right? Yeah. I'll be honest, it's the only thing I came up with in lockdown. Happy Mother's Day! Happy Mother's Day! I got banned from TikTok for that.
Oh, my God.
And yeah, there's one other thing. There we go. Sometimes when you visit in a hospital, it's a sad time. People are dying. But they've got plenty of these knocking around, which you can nick. No one will have a go at you. You can do sort of like, you lie, you swine. Moo. No. It's too cheap, it's too cheap. Anyone got work tomorrow? Me too. What you can do, when you pull it up like that, you put one finger in like that, and then that one comes through there like that, and then that finger go in there like that, and then that one and that, and then run away! And they'll be dying, but they'll be laughing. And then what you can do, you squeeze it like that, and then twist it like that, and then things like that.
Spencer Jones. And with Spencer, of course, it's Susie Dent. Last Valentine's Day, Susie Dent co-wrote a romantic radio drama. I listened to it, Susie, and I'll be honest with you, I was bored stiff. Susie, what words make you laugh?
Lots of words make me laugh in the historical dictionary. There's a word for someone who wishes bad luck upon someone else, and they're described as ill-willy. If you are kind towards someone, you are good-willy. And if you really wish death and destruction on someone, you are evil-willy. And these are all from the 17th century. I can't imagine you've ever been described as being good-willy.
OK. And in charge of the numbers, it's Rachel Riley. Rachel, have you ever been tempted to get a tattoo?
You know, I feel like everyone's got one except me, so I would quite like to get one. My brother's got absolutely loads, but you've got to get it right, haven't you? You've got to get something meaningful and something you don't regret. So I'm thinking of getting your face, like, here. So, like, the mouth can be my belly button, because I really want to know what it looks like to see your face on real human skin.
OK, the prize that seems to be competing for tonight is the Countdown fencing kit. Oh, this should be good. Oh, maybe a little bit closer together, guys. Just edge it. Maybe a little bit, just a touch closer, just a tad.
Beekeepers.
One in the blue. Let's see your face. Hey. I knew the second one was a brother. I knew it. I don't know, it was just something in his walk. I said that to you.
You said. I could tell from his walk he was black and I didn't know what to say.
Yeah. Literally.
Yeah.
I whispered it to John. I was hoping John would say it, but I didn't want it to get cancelled.
No.
But I just saw it in his walk.
I don't know what that man is called, but run! OK, let's count down, everyone. Time for the first game. Rob and Catherine, you get the first pick of the letters.
A vowel, please, Rachel.
Can I have an E?
A consonant, please.
N.
Another vowel, please.
A.
A consonant.
G.
Another vowel, please.
I.
A consonant.
S.
Another consonant, please.
L.
A vowel.
U.
And another vowel, please.
Now, can we stop a second? When you said that, the crowd oohed, which I felt like you've made a bad decision, but I wasn't listening properly. So should we switch?
Do we think that's too many vowels? Can I... Consonant, please.
Consonant. Yeah, go for it,
It's very unusual that someone messes up the picking of the letters. OK, while you crack on with that, I've got a side hustle. I'm a couples therapist. OK. Right. Next. This is Barack Obama and Oprah Winfrey. Your time starts now. Well, where should we begin? OK, well, tell me about your sex life. So you just do it doggy style, do you? Barack Obama, you're saying she won't let you bury her bone anymore. You've got, if you don't mind me saying, real dog breath. How did you two meet? Dogging? Mate, I think you should leave her. She's a bitch. Well, I see you two have made up now, so that'll be £500, please. Thank you. OK, round of applause, everyone, for our dogs and their handlers. Rob, how many?
6.
Catherine, how many?
6.
6, OK. Judy?
6.
John, how many?
7.
7, OK. Rob, what's your 6?
Aliens.
Catherine, your 6?
Claws.
OK.
Oh, nice.
Judy, your 6?
I had uncles.
John, for the win, you're 7.
Glances.
Oh, wow.
He's really good, isn't he?
7 points to John. Susie, could they have done any better?
You could have had lunacies for 8.
So at the end of that, John and Judy are in the lead with 7 points. On to our first numbers round. Judy, you get your pick of the numbers.
No,
just do it.
10.
You
10.
You can have up to 4 big ones.
Yeah.
And then the rest little ones.
So I'll pick 10.
No.
What numbers?
Well, you don't get to pick the numbers. That's why it's fun. So you get to say 2 big or 3 big or 4 big.
OK, so 3 big ones.
3 big ones.
Oh. And how many? 4.
I don't think we were going to win this round.
Finish it
4
off.
small ones.
Should we go for 3 small ones?
3 small.
Yeah, 3. How many numbers can we pick all together? 6?
6.
Fucking hell.
Has that changed?
They haven't even changed the fucking
Babe,
chair. Richard Whiteley died in that chair. They haven't changed the fucking game.
It was different last time when I was picking
It's
numbers.
exactly
Someone look
the
at...
same.
You predicted the future tonight. You didn't see this coming.
Okay, your 3 small ones. 7, 9 and 10. You got your 10. And the big ones, 50, 25 and 100.
Oh, yes, I remember.
112.
OK, your target is 112. Your time starts now.
Do you have to use it?
Right.
Oh, I know.
That's day of my life.
OK. No one else. Rob, did you get it?
Yeah! First time ever. Really quick. Taking a moment
Can
in.
I
Sorry.
check? You don't have to use all the numbers, do you?
Yes.
Well, OK.
No.
We don't have to use all the numbers.
Judy. Judy. Did you get it?
Well, if I knew that we didn't have to use all the numbers, of course I would have bloody got it. I would have got it. I got 99. Do you want me to tell you how?
Yeah.
So I did.
How did you get less than 100? There's a fucking 100 there.
100 take away 50 equals 50. Take away 25 equals 25. And then 25 take away 10 left 15. And then added 15 to 100 was 115. And then I added 7 and 9, which was 16. And took away 16 from 115, which was 99.
Wow. Judy, do you want to be my accountant? Wow. Catherine, did you get it?
I hope so, having sort of whooped and sort of been all pleased with myself that I did get it, I
Well,
think.
talk us through it.
So 9 take away 7 is 2.
That was the hard bit.
Thank you. Plus 10 is 12. Plus 100 is 112.
Yep.
Never thought that would happen.
John, did you get it?
I did 50 over 10 plus 7 for the 12.
Yeah, that'll do.
Nice. 10 points for both teams. And here is your teaser. The words are Wang Sight. The clue is it hot in here? That's Wang Sight. Is it hot in here? See you after the break. Welcome back. The answer to the teaser, the words were Wang Sight. The clue was, is it hot in here? It was, of course, sweating. OK, so John and Judy are in the lead. They've been playing in teams so far, but this game is just for Rob and Judy.
Huh?
So,
Jesus.
Judy, your turn to choose the letters.
Vowel.
Yep. Nailed it. E.
Consonant.
T.
Consonant.
John, while this is going on, we should
Vowel.
probably...
A.
Vowel.
I booked as Pilates.
Oh, yeah, great.
Vowel.
Shall we?
Yeah, we should.
O.
Consonant.
T.
It's not that I'm not
Consonant.
interested, I just think this is going to be shit.
Vowel.
just... If I go...
And E.
I've actually only hired
Why
one
have they
machine,
moved
so
on?
we'll both have to go on it at the same time. So if you go there...
Yeah?
Yeah, you grab that. Yeah. Was it lentils again, was it? OK, your time starts now. Sorry, John, do you mind if I just take the tip out?
I've got tear, if that's anything.
Judy, love, have you got your phone out?
I was just checking the spelling.
Sorry, John, do you... John...
Yeah. Is that Reform Pilates? Explains why they're so fucking angry.
It's amazing. It's really good.
I liked it, yeah, but it's nice to be intimate. Judy, how many?
5, 6.
5, 6. OK. Rob, how many did you get?
OK, we're behind. I've got a solid 6, but I'm going in for a 7.
OK, all right. So, Judy, what is your 6?
I've got stereo.
2 E's for stereo.
What, sorry?
There's 2 E's there, right?
Yeah, there are 2 E's. Sorry.
Yeah, yeah.
The tables are turned.
I'm sorry to have to do this, but you're fired.
Yeah. Anyway, sorry. Stereo, very good.
Thank you.
Rob, your risky 7.
Yeah, well,
Can-
I know, well, first of all, I fucked up. Because it was risky anyway, but it's even riskier now that I've included a third E.
What's the risky 7?
Oh, no.
TTs.
What?
TTs?
TTs.
I've got a place as a backup for 7, if that's allowed.
No, it's just Rob.
OK.
Chi-Chi's not in, but treaties.
Yeah.
Treaties.
It didn't say treaties.
Fucking hell, I had it there anyway.
Oh.
6 points to Judy last. Susie, Spencer, could they have done any better?
Toastia for 8, Tyrius for 8, and Treaties for 8.
Right, now time for John and Catherine to go head-to-head. Catherine, your turn to pick the numbers.
You've got to pick a big number.
Can I have 2 big ones and 4 small ones, please?
can.
Because 2 + 4 = 6.
Judy,
Okay,
write
the
that down. It might come in handy later.
The 4 little ones, we have 10, 6, 5, 4, and then your big 2, 50 and 25.
Could you do it? Help me, please.
And the target, 223.
I feel sick.
OK, and your time starts now. OK, so your target was 223. John, did you get it?
224.
A little bit disappointed. Catherine, did you get it?
Oh, 224. But I was very pleased with that.
You also got 224. OK, all right. How did you get
That's
it?
what I was going for. 25 times 10.
25 times 250.
5 times 4.
Oh.
You got
5 times 4, which is 20.
5 times 4, 20.
Take away 20 from 250, and then 230 minus 6.
Yeah. 224 went away.
John, how would you have done it had you not been an idiot?
If I hadn't recently been penetrated in the workplace. 50 times 4 is 200.
200.
Add 25.
225.
And then 10 over 5 is 2.
Yeah, well done.
So, John, you didn't get it in time, so 7 points for both teams. Time now to go across to Dictionary Corner. Spencer, what have you got for us?
Well, when I was younger, my nan and granddad had a really, really aggressive parrot called Bobby. And Bobby was ringside for every single argument that my nan and granddad ever had, and he learnt a lot of their swear words. So I'm going to show you Bobby right now. But firstly, I've got to put this here, like that. I've got to sit there like that. You going to work, Dad? Yeah, I'm going to work. Down there like that. And so that's like that, yeah? And then if you grab that, like that, like that. Is like that? Every day stuck in this cage. I just wanna fly away. Every day looking at these walls, but no one hears my calls. Who's a pretty boy? I'm a pretty boy. Who's a pretty boy? I'm a pretty boy. They ask me all the time. They're always asking me. Holding this together. That's a whole lot of feather. Oi! Stop that, you dirty bugger! Stop that, Derek! No, that's not my milk. That's my milk. No, you can't park there. No, stop that. That is not my smell. I did not fart. Can't park there. Can't park there. Stop it, Derek. I thought he'd be dead by now. Anyway, just that bit.
Spencer Jones, everyone. And here is your teaser. The words are arsnob. The clue is thank you, my lady. That's arsnob. Thank you, my lady. See you after the break. Welcome back. The answer to the teaser. The words were arsnob. The clue was thank you, my lady. It was, of course...
Baroness.
Well done. Yeah, Catherine Parkinson and,
Well done. If you could do it when we can score some fucking points, it might be helpful.
Now, the keen-eyed viewer might have noticed that I've added an extra player. It's because Rob and Catherine are lagging behind, so I thought I'll give you an extra team member. Please welcome, everyone, comedian John Tothill. Good to have you here, John. John Tothill, it looks like if you asked AI to draw a picture of Henry VIII before he let himself go.
I think I look a bit like your long-lost son.
Oh, my God!
You do not look like a family.
Yeah, absolutely. Hello, darling.
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't know, I feel like being dragged into the gingers, to be honest with you. How old are you?
I am almost your age. I'm 28. How old are you?
28. So I'm
Almost his age.
How old are you currently, Rob?
39, so actually, from where I'm from, old enough.
Yeah. So, John, well, welcome to the show. Now, you used to be a teacher, is that right?
Yes, that's right, yeah. I used to work in a primary school. I'm slightly worried that I've been brought on here to support the losing team, but I was not a good teacher. I was a really bad... I was, in the words of one of my own students, a dog shit teacher. I taught year 4, so they were 9.
Do you think you're going to help this team?
No.
Oh,
I can't do a countdown. I really can't. I can't even count down. Do you know what I mean? Counting up. You should see me counting up. Fucking hell. 1, 2, 3. I could go on.
You only practice once a year at New Year's Eve, didn't you? That's it.
Yeah. Well, no, I used to practice in wet play.
Wet play?
Yeah, with the kid. Horrible phrase, isn't it? Wet play.
If I'm honest, if you're a woman over a certain age, wet play is a good word.
John, have you got a mascot?
I do, yes, yes. This is my clarinet.
Oh,
now,
there you go.
I don't make much sense as a person unless you know that all I did for the first 18 years of my life was practice clarinet. Wow. Now, I haven't come here to brag or anything, but between you and me, I am what you would call seriously good at the clarinet.
Wow.
And you know that's true, because why would I lie about that? I'm not coming here going, oh, the thing is, guys, I'm really good in bed. I'm not. I'm nothing to write home about in bed whatsoever. But what I'm really good at is the clarinet.
You wouldn't lie about it with a clarinet in your hand.
You don't whip that out for wet play, do you?
Can we get a little sample of this?
Of course you can. Do you know what I mean?
Wow.
There's not a dry seat in the house.
We're going to fuck you up.
John Tothill.
Look what those fingers can do with a clarinet. Wait till he gets on a biro.
OK, John Tothill, your turn to pick the letters.
Oh, great, OK. Could I please have a vowel?
He's already more confident than us, Gaffer.
No.
Could I have a consonant?
M.
Another consonant, please.
D.
Vowel, please.
God, I feel so confident with
I
this
feel
guy.
really safe.
Feel safe?
Yeah.
Another vowel, please.
A.
Could I have a consonant, please?
T.
Another consonant.
N.
A consonant, please.
T.
And one last vowel, please.
And
Thank you.
An E.
Can you do this and play the countdown theme on the clarinet at the same time?
I'll give it a go.
I thought he was talking to me. Yeah. Absolutely, yeah.
OK, and your time starts. 2, 3, 4, now. Don't stop. Yeah. Okay, Rob, how many?
I got 7.
John, what have you got?
I've got 0.
He's got nothing. He's
You got
playing-
nothing, you're playing the clarinet.
I was playing the clarinet.
Yeah.
I've got
Okay,
an alibi.
Yeah.
Catherine, you've got...
7.
Judy?
7.
How many?
6, 5, 4, 4, 5. 5. I got a name. Dante.
Dante.
Nice, classy.
Dante. OK, John, how many?
8.
We're all having fun over here, thinking we've done well, and you slide your 8 in.
What's
Yeah.
your 8?
I did that on the Pilates earlier. Catherine, what's your word?
Tainted.
Tainted.
Oh, nice.
Rob, you're 7?
Tainted.
Touch me, baby, tainted.
Look, do you know what? Do you know what it is, mate? It's such, I love John Richard, lovely guy, but when he's winning, this little weasel comes out.
OK, John, what is your 8?
Dominate.
Oh. OK, so that's 8 points to John. OK, Spencer, Susie, could they have done any better?
Not any better. We've got 2 other 8s, antidote, and a word I'd never heard before, tomatine.
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 Yes, it's a compound in tomatoes.
So, at the end of that, John and Judy are in the lead with 38 points. Time once again to pass to Dictionary Corner. Spencer, what have you got for us?
Well, currently I'm a bit skint, but eventually you get paid and you go from, I'm just going to have beans on toast tonight, to this guy. Just been paid, didn't I? Put your money away, mate, I'll get these. 12 Zambucas, please, mate. Does anyone else want 12 Zambucas? They're all for me! Well, while you've been skint, you've been having a little look online, you might have been having a look at a new laptop, Susie. But that little voice in your head, once you start it, starts to get louder and louder. Starts going, I'm going to buy a stepladder. It's useful. Heelys. In my size. So I bought that. And you know, like everyone's got a rap song that they swear they know the words to, but they don't know the words. You know that song, they don't know the words, they just know how every word sounds. It happens in the car with me, a rap song will come on, I'll go, kids, I know this one from back in the day. Don't know the words, just make up the words, just like, skim, skim, scatter, poopa, to dee, ram, bam, boopy, bomba, doopa, to dee. Shoving at the camera, show me the sea, said a crash, cat, papa, dopa, dominant name. Laugh about it, all the crowds are shouting, a shit's good at papa, duff, and lamb in the can, damn bee, said a great amount of bomb in the middle.
Spencer Jones, everyone. It's your final teaser. The words are Rob's poll. The clue is try and keep a straight face. That's Rob's poll. Try and keep a straight face. See you after the break. Welcome back. The answer to the teaser. The words were Rob's poll. The clue was try and keep a straight face. It was, of course, bloopers. OK, time for our final letters game. John and Judy, your turn to choose the letters.
Go on, King. Lead.
Wow. Daddy's got this.
That's right.
Daddy!
Well, you've ruined that. Jimmy's getting his gloves on.
You ready for Daddy? That's how he eats a sandwich, fucking serial killer.
May I have a consonant, please, Rachel?
You may. N.
And a vowel, please.
O.
Got two words. Two letters.
And we're going to stick, thank you. A consonant, please.
L.
And a vowel, please.
U.
And a consonant, please.
R.
A vowel, please.
E.
And a consonant, please.
Q.
OK, while you do that, I've got a patient to see.
A consonant, please.
K.
Oh, these are awful. A consonant, please.
And a final G.
Oh, dear.
OK, next. Oh, you again. With the dog breath. How's the missus? You can brush your little teethins. OK, your time starts now. Yeah. You OK? How are your canines? Such a good boy. You want to brush? Brush. Oh. It's nice, isn't it? Yeah, don't you. Robin, is this your dog? Yeah. Could you give me a smile there? Because it's quite a... quite a resemblance. Go on, you go to Mummy. Catherine, John, Rob, how many?
I got a 5.
OK, John.
I've got a 3. I'll let you down.
Sorry.
A 3. Catherine, how many?
I got 7, Jimmy.
OK. Judy, how many?
Surprisingly, 2. we got a 7.
Judy and I, we've got a 7, yeah.
Judy, what's your 2?
No.
John, what's your...
Nor. N-O-R.
No. Yeah, Rob.
Loner.
Loner.
Very good.
John, your 7?
Want to hear hers? I want to hear Catherine's.
Traditionally on the show, you go with the risky one first.
Yeah.
OK, all right, let's
But
go.
no,
with
I don't give a shit, because I'm just...
Do you not give a shit, or are you really annoyed?
I'm here for shits and giggles, mate, and I've already had one.
Can I...
Lounger.
Catherine, is that your 7?
Well, similar. I've got longer, but I don't know.
Oh, lovely.
I think you need 2 U's for that. So it's L-O-N-G-U-E-U-R.
7 points to John. Spencer, Susie, could they have done any better?
No, Lounger was ours as well.
Now, whenever we have the clarinet played on the show, we do something a little bit special. The traditional countdown is a 29-point conundrum.
I look forward to losing that.
You're being patronised, Rob, and I wouldn't stand for it.
Yeah.
OK, fingers on buzzers. It's time for today's 29-point countdown conundrum. She doesn't know where the buzzer is. Well, in fairness, Judy, we didn't give you a buzzer because we don't think you're going to need it. OK, fingers on buzzers. It's time for today's crucial countdown conundrum. Your time starts.
Go on, John.
Now.
At least look.
Oh, you're joking.
Oh, no. I haven't got it.
Let's restart that.
Origin.
It's
let's
wrong.
restart the clock.
Absolutely wrong. Wrong.
Oh,
Don't take... Foreigner.
I can't shout that anyway.
Let's have a look and see if Judy Love has got the conundrum. So, the final scores are Rob and Catherine and John have 17 points. John and Judy have 74. Judy, fucking sit down! Congratulations, you're now the proud owner of this, the Countdown Fencing Kit. Thanks to all our panellists, our wonderful studio audience, and all of you for watching at home. That's it from us. Good night.